Hi, embroidery friends. I'm Eileen Roche, founder of Designs and Machine Embroidery, and I'm so glad you joined me today on this episode of Between Friends. We're going to do the Small Town Charm final reveal. December. It's the last month. We've done this all year long, and of course, those designs are still available on our website. And this is a short week. I know, like many of you, you're trying to jam in a lot of projects, prep for Thanksgiving, and then maybe host or maybe you're a guest somewhere for the holiday. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at something that happened to me this week? Two things that I just really got a kick out of. Well, of course, today's episode is brought to you still by Jumbo Hoop Guard because that's on sale all week. Remember, it was started on sale last week. And that's the new Jumbo Hoop Guard with the long barricade for 6x10 and larger hoops. I think you're going to really love that. I know I do, and I use it now for all my quilt projects, terry cloth towels, that kind of thing. It just gives me extra security because it has that long side wall, that barricade that stops the roll from falling into the sewing field. So what happened to me this week? Well, I'm wondering if you can duplicate this. My machine, my 10 needle, stopped sewing, and when you hear that sudden silence, you're kind of alerted. Look at this crazy thing that happened. The thread was just about empty on the spool and it lifted right up to that first thread guide. Isn't that hysterical? I had to take a photo of it. I mean, I've never seen that happen before on a machine. So funny. And then I know lots of you often wonder, how far can you get? Are you going to be able to finish a design with a specific thread color? Or maybe your bobbin running out? So when I was doing the December Small Town Charm, that's what I was concerned about. So take a look at this short video. So you can see, right? There was only about 1.5 inches of satin stitching that had to be completed, and that was the last color, the last requirement of that thread spool. And boy, I just made it. That was a relief for sure. So before we show the Small Town Charm, I thought I would just kind of give you a little heads up. We got some exciting stuff happening. And I'm wondering if many of you are familiar with, our stabilizer for sure. I know you purchased this, but have you ever really taken a good look at that bottom label? That's our forever label. And that means when you open up this roll and use it, and then you store it, in your sewing room, you are always going to know what is on that tube, what's on that roll. For this instance, this is our no-show cutaway. And all of them, each individual roll of stabilizer is labeled. You never have to worry about what is that roll of white stuff that is in your storage area for sure. So we love that new forever label. It's one of our favorite things. Speaking of favorite things, this week could very well be your favorite thing because here at Dime, we celebrate Fabulous Friday. We don't like Black Friday. We like Fabulous Friday. And that means it's our biggest sale of the year, and literally everything on the website, from rolls of Forever Label Stabilizer to Snap Hoop Monster, Sticky Hoop, Stitch Ripper, and everything in between is on sale. So make sure you log on. You'll get an email on Friday if you are signed up to receive our emails, and that will give you the notice of the sale. But between you and me, it's actually going to go live late Wednesday, definitely Thursday morning. So if you want to take advantage of it, if you've had a Christmas list that you have been hoping, to cross some things off that Christmas list, this might just be the time. So let's take a look at some of those small town charms, the ones that we've done all year. As you know, it started in January with the quilt shop, on to the bake shop, the dress shop, the flower shop, and then the outdoor cafe in May, the two-story town hall in June, the home of the big scoop, ice cream parlor in July, and an outdoor gazebo for August. In September, we had the Book Nook, and October was a two-hooping haunted house, kind of a silhouette design. And then in the following month in November was the Book Nook. Not quite a school, but still the Book Nook. This, we recently found Mary Ann McCain Dottie's Pampered Pets. Oh, well, that was November, right? Pampered Pets, sorry. I don't have my glasses on, and I'll show you why. I'm going to put them on. And I kind of look like an alien because they're new glasses and I have all that blue reflection. So can't read everything that well. But anyway, Pampered Pets. Isn't that great, Mary Ann McCain? Dottie, you did a beautiful job on that. Love the street sign. Love the cardinal on top of the lamppost, I should say, not street sign. And your two little pups there on the sidewalk. Super cute. And I like the gingham on the awning, and then also your brick fabric for the building itself. Really well done. Very beautiful. I like that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and show the December Small Town Charm. And that is the tree farm. So here we have the 7x12. I've named it the Avon Tree Farm. Truth be told, I wanted a short name before tree farm so that it would fit on the sign. You'll notice that it's pretty plain. It has a woody wagon with a Christmas tree on top. And it is leaves lots of space for you to add maybe something in the sky, something else in the tree farm, most certainly something in the gravel area, right? Ignore my poor cutting here. That blue shouldn't be peeking out. So of course, you know, I had in the instructions, my great friend Sam Solomon, he photoshopped out that little mistake for me, but you can see here, I'm not perfect for sure. So yours won't look that way, but isn't that fun? The tree farm, I love that. And so let's take a little look at how we do the 7x12. So on the 7x12, we're going to hoop cutaway and batting and the snow fabric. So we're going to, you know, that whole center panel is actually the entire block. And the first colors that stitch are the placement guides for the snow and really the sky. I mean, the gravel and the sky. Oh, this is upside down, this image. Sorry about that. So that's the gravel. And then we're going to add the blue sky. Now on the blue sky, you're going to cut your fabric much larger than just the space in the embroidery design itself. Remember, this is a 7x12 design. So we're going to leave ample sky fabric beyond where it tacks it down. So in the instructions, it's all in there on what size the sky fabric should be. So don't worry about that. You'll stitch the tack down, then you'll trim underneath, you know, where the snow is meeting the sky so that you have that nice curved edge. And then you'll just complete the rest of the embroidery design. The woody wagon is a applique design. So I selected red fabric for mine. And then I used brown thread for the woody panel. And then I actually just used the same gravel gray fabric for my window, but I know many of you will have so much fun with that window. If you have a novelty fabric that maybe has Christmas presents on it, wouldn't that be great inside that window instead of the black gray like I did? So I know you'll have a lot of fun with that. Of course, you could use mylar, you could use vinyl, something to give it some sheen. Really, really fun. And then, of course, the finishing, you're going to take it out. The instructions are included in your download. You're going to find all those instructions on how to finish it out. But basically, you're just going to seam a back, right sides together, and make sure you stitch right at the outline of the Woody wagon and also at the edge of the snow. And so then from the front, when finished, it's complete and you don't have any ugliness or seam allowances poking out from the applique of the Woody. So that's our 7 by 12. Now the 5 by 7 is a little different. It is same concept, but this time it's just a finished square. So it's going to have a satin outline all the way around it. And we're going to hoop our base fabric, right? Our green, I used a dark hunter green. And we're going to hoop that with cutaway and stitch color 1, which is going to be the gravel outline. And then you'll lay your gravel fabric over that, stitch the tack down, trim it away, repeat those same steps for the sky fabric. Unlike the 7 by 12, you will actually trim out the sky at the top because eventually you're going to get that red satin outline that's going to finish it all off, right? So, and then of course your snow and your satin edges of the snow, and that's how fast it is. Wouldn't that be fun? So let's see. Diana Mullins Atkinson says it would make a great, unique, and fab mug rug. It sure would, but I want to see what y'all are going to put on it because it's really kind of boring, right? There's not a lot in the middle, nothing in the middle, and nothing in the foreground. So I think there's going to be whole lot of fun going on. And I hope, as always, that you post on social media with the hashtag Dime Sew Along so that we can find your small town charms. Your work is very inspirational to all other embroiderers. And when you use that hashtag and share your work, it really does help everybody. It really does, for sure. And Isabel Brian, so nice to have you in the house. You're welcome for a fun year of projects. I enjoyed it. My digitizing skills grew for sure, as I'm sure many of yours did too, as you played with the embroidery designs in your Dime software or maybe another brand of software. I don't know why you would do that, but anyway, just saying, kind of have the best. Yeah. So yes, please make sure you use that Dime Sew Along, and that's on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. We go there and look for your creations. We just love that. Judy Warren, I don't think you have a lot of tree farms in Hawaii, Judy Warren. So you're going to have to stitch this one so you have a little semblance of, the northern winter feeling, right? And Ashley Jones, you love the Woody vehicle. Isn't that fun? I know. The Woody vehicle is so much fun. I know Ashley Jones wasn't alive when they had Woody vehicles, but anyway, we've all seen vintage, haven't we? Yeah. And Victoria Bartels, you say this year's been great and you will play catch up this winter? I hope you do. Here's my advice though. Please go and download all of the small town charms. If you've missed any of the months, please download them before the end of the year, because at the end of January 2022, we will pull them down from the website, put them in the vault, and save them for a later use. So if you want to participate and you want to grab them, this is the time to do it for sure. And Sue Brown, she says, this is going to be so much fun. Now, our friend Sue Brown at OML Embroidery, she's going to host a sew along this Saturday. This will be the first time she has more than a minute to prepare. Sue Brown, she does these sew-alongs 48 hours after I reveal that small town charm. And she does it on Facebook and YouTube over at the OML Embroidery. She doesn't get a lot of time to prepare. She doesn't see them, but she sees them when you see them on Thursday. So this week, she's going to have a couple extra days. Love that. That's cool. Thank you, Sue, for all you do for Dime. I love how she uses our stuff, shares her thoughts, what she's learned, and encourages others to do the same. And Elizabeth, you think the Woodies would make a great SUV? Yeah, it is kind of an SUV, but those wagons, they were bigger than regular station wagons. A lot of them were a little taller, kind of like the first SUVs for for sure. And Sarah J., you say Sueville's Tree Farm. Oh, yeah. Maybe I should have made that sign a little longer to fit Sueville there. Well, I know that Sue Brown has the ability to do that for sure. And let's see, Sue is awesome. Thanks for introducing you to the OML gang. Yes, I imagine, Noda Brat, you've made a lot of friends there for sure. Yep, we all love those videos that she does. So we have most certainly had a lot of fun with the Small Town Charms this year. And through the next couple weeks, through December, we're going to be sharing what you post of the most current. Hopefully we see some tree farms, but we'll also do some highlights from the year of some of your past postings of the Dime So Long and the Small Town Charms, so that we can kind of just take a brief tour through memory lane. We'll be doing that throughout December. So I do want to have just a little sneak peek for what's coming on December 3rd. And I would love for you to tell me which of these quilts you like best. These are actually quilts, and they are 54 inches by 72 inches. And I'm going to quilt them here in the studio on Facebook Live on December 3rd at 1 o'clock. We're going to talk all tips about working with the weightless quilter. And but this actual quilt is going to be available for a whole different concept next July. We'll do Christmas in July. But in the meantime, yeah, Linda Marshall, you love the blue. Judy Warren, you love the blue. Sharon, you like the red. Please tell us in the comments, blue or red, blue or red. Aren't they fun? Yeah, let's see. Anota Brat. Yep, well, you're welcome for sure. She said, thanks for reminding her about downloading those Small Town Charms. So please do it, because, you know, many people, when we did the doors the first year and we pulled them down, we had a lot of people that were frustrated that they weren't still available. So we reposted them for a while. But this year, you know, we've announced plenty of times and with ample notification that they will be pulled down at the end of January 2022. So we encourage you to take advantage of that now. Okay, it's so interesting. Lots of people love the blues. Where are the Small Town Minis? Sharon Crean. So OML Sue, our friend Sue Brown over at OML often shares minis, so you can find out about the minis over at OML Embroidery. Many of the Small Town Charms throughout the year have had minis in them. Not all, but you know, like some have. Like the flower shop had all these different minis, all those flower pots and so forth. Dress shop, the cake shop, the book nook, all that. But, you know, you can find them, and you should look in your own embroidery stash, Sharon. Look in your own embroidery stash. You'll be amazed what you already own. So, yeah, well, it looks like blue is the winner. I know red screams Christmas, but blue, you know, we'll see, right? We'll stitch up both and see what we really love, which one is the best one. But it's I'm excited to do this. This is going to be a new project for us in 2022, and you're going to get a sneak peek on December 3rd at 1 o'clock. So I thank you for joining me today, and I wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. Those of you who celebrate this American holiday here in the U.S., I hope that you are grateful for all the blessings that you have received throughout this past year, as I know I am. And you are one of those blessings. So thank you for joining us here at Between Friends at the Dime website and Facebook page. And we'll see you on December 3rd.